Okay, so we've talked a little bit about how to turn on our sound system. We're going to push this button just to keep everything whole. Okay, we've already talked about how to turn on our lights. We're going to turn those on. Okay, we got to turn on our iPad. Okay, so that's turn on the iPad. It's all zeros, 6 zeros, and then if we don't see our application, we're going to look for ADJ link right down here, and then we'll select this preset and we'll just move our fader up. Okay, so now today we're going to talk about how to turn on our video elements. This includes our live stream, this includes our cameras and our camera controllers and our live stream. Okay, so here's how we're going to do that. We're going to come down here to our video rack. We're going to click our power into the top position. Then we're going to give everything just a little bit of time. Everything will be starting to cook. Okay, there's a rocker switch on the back of our camera controller. We're going to flip that. Okay, so we've got power there. And then we're going to turn on our camera monitors. So that's just the power button right there. Okay, so our camera controller is coming on. Let's go ahead and unlock our OBS computer by just double tapping our OBS mouse, and then we're going to grab the long keyboard. The password is 1416, capital M, lower A, R, K, E, T, at question mark, and enter. Okay, so now our live stream computer is turning on. We're just going to give that a second to kind of run through its stuff. Now you'll notice it's already opened up OBS. We're just going to click this OK button right here, and we're going to make sure that our Stream Deck is turned on, and it just did. So right now we can see that we've got a couple of things illuminated. We need to make sure that fade to black is not depressed. Okay, then we'll see everything on our OBS program. Now you'll notice that now our video screens are starting to turn on, so we're going to press that on button, and then we're going to go to display on. Okay, and while we're back here, we're going to go ahead and turn on our presentation computer. This one is titled main, so that's how you know that's, and it's the same password, 1416, capital M, lower A, R, K, E, T, at question mark. Okay, so while that's unlocking, we're going to go ahead and grab our 2 video remotes. We have one for the Samsungs and one for our screen up there. The Samsung is going to be this one. And we need to turn on this one as well. Both of those are the Samsungs, and that leaves only one monitor left that we need to turn on with the NEC remote, and that's up here. So we're just going to come over to our right screen. We're going to press power. There we go. We heard it click. Okay. So now we have our sound system on, we have our lights on, and we have our live stream on. Now, why is our live stream showing something that's black? Because full is showing right now. So we're going to hide that source while we close out of Spotify. We're going to close this one right here. Okay, so now we are looking at our presentations. So we'll just go ahead and select the top presentation for the day, our announcement loop. And now we can just go through our service with our left and right buttons just by pressing right. Okay, so back to our live stream. We can see that all of our cameras are showing here. Now we have 2 PTZ cameras that can be controlled. We can select those cameras by pressing the camera 1 or camera 2 button. And then while we have the camera 1 selected, we can choose which preset we want to go to. 1 being our wide shot, 2 being our stage shot, 3 being our pulpit shot, and 4 being our lectern. And you can see that we can control our cameras with our joystick right here, and we can also zoom in and out with this right here. So this little thing right here controls whether our presentations or the cameras are going to be showing on those displays. So we have the choir display. We're just going to leave that on cam, and we're going to leave the chapel display on cam as well. We're going to leave the main display on Pro 7. Okay, so now that we're looking at our live stream controls, you can see that we can control which camera is being shown in our preview position and which camera is being shown as our program position. Here's what's being shown to the live stream. Here's the next shot. We can get to that next shot by pressing auto. Okay, and you can see here that we have PTZ 1, PTZ 2, we have fixed center, fixed right, fixed choir, and fixed left. So that's how you control which camera you want to be your next shot, and then you engage it by pressing auto. Okay, so the most important button, how do we start the stream? We start the stream by pressing this button right here. This button right here is how we start and stop the stream. This button right here is how we record and stop recording the screen. So every Sunday we just want to make sure that we press this right before service. Okay, and then to shut everything down, you're just going to stop the screen, right? So that's pretty much the basics of how you can successfully run the live stream. But if you just wanted to set a camera up and forget about it, you would just turn on the power, right? We would unlock our OBS computer with 1416, capital M, lower ARKET, at question mark. And then OBS is already going to already be up. We're just going to close those OK boxes, and we're just going to push our record or our stream button. And that's that. And then to shut everything down, we're just going to close out of OBS. After we've ended the stream, we're going to quit OBS. And then we can just put this to sleep. We'll go log out. We'll press enter. And then to shut everything else down, you're just going to turn off your monitors, return to this dip switch on the back. We'll turn that off. We'll turn our displays off by pushing the off button. Okay, so there go our displays. We're just going to close out of Propresenter. Click OK. Okay, so then we just need to turn off our Samsungs back here. And finally, we'll turn off our video rack. And that's everything you need to do to start and stop the live stream.